I'm back again. Last video, my motherfucking mic died, and ain't nobody tell me. But before we get too deep, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share, make sure you comment. Goddamn, make sure you click the links in the descriptions and show me some love, man. I don't give a fuck what you do. Follow me on something else. Buy one of my goddamn hoodies. Buy a t-shirt. Buy something. Goddamn, subscribe. Do something to show me some support. You feel me? Subscribe if you ain't subscribed, right? But let's get into this shit, bro. The reason why women single, right? In my opinion, might be wrong. I ain't here to try to be right. I'm just trying to give y'all my reason for why, right? Pop the balloon and find love, right? I've been watching these shits, bro. Cause I'm not gonna lie, y'all. If y'all don't know me, I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of who I am. I am, first of all, Devontae. That's my name. Devontae is my name. Tig. If I gave you a story how I got the nickname Tig, the shit wouldn't even make sense. So I'm not even gonna get into that. But I'm Devontae Frederick, born August 8th, 1994. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't know, that's a Leo. I was born in the dog year. I'm an 8 and 3 life path. Let's start there, right? So one thing about me, I love love, dog. Like I love love. Meaning I love the ideal of love. I love the concept of love. I just love love. Like I love to see people in love. Like I just love love. Like I like to see love. You know what I'm saying? I'm not judgmental of whatever type. I don't support all love, but I love love. Cause I don't do the gay shit. Unless it's lesbian. I can accept lesbian shit for whatever reason, but yeah, man on man, that ain't woman on woman, we can do that. Anyways, let's go. So I want to talk to y'all about Pop the Balloon and Find Love, and for the reason why I feel that women is single, right? Personally, it's gonna start with they follow us, bro. So in one episode of Pop the Balloon and Find Love, right? You had this cool brother from Atlanta come on there. You know everybody in Atlanta, bro. They low key, everybody in Atlanta low key kind of funny. Like as far as like ha ha make you laugh type shit, right? For the most part. So, he came out, he was cool, talking that talk. Smooth brother, you feel me? Not the most in shape person, you know what I'm saying? Had a little beer belly probably type shit, but still overall came out respectful, cool. His occupation is a tax person, he do taxes. So boom, right? Everything was good. I don't think nobody popped their balloon at first, right? So then they kind of got to talking about like stuff that is like deal breakers for him. One of his deal breakers was simple. I ain't finna go skydiving. Man, look, that man say he ain't finna go skydiving, right? I think like 2 females popped their balloon, or 3 maybe, off the rip, just because he said he wasn't going to skydive, right? So boom, Arlette walk over there. She like, okay, so why did you end up popping your balloon? Da 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 da. And the girl was like, I popped my balloon because he doesn't want to go skydiving, and I think that's something that I want to do with my partner one day, and this, that, and the third. And he was like, oh, well, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? You can go skydiving. You feel me? I'll be down at the bottom waiting on you, but I ain't finna jump out no goddamn plane. So that's just it, right? Boom, on to the next lady. Basically the same shit. Oh, I think I want to go skydiving one day. He don't want to go skydiving. Same thing he told the last one. Look, you beautiful. You know what I'm saying? You definitely probably my type, but I'm not jumping out no fucking plane. Right? Got to the next one. Same thing. Right? He ain't trying to jump out no fucking plane. So at this point, I'm like, bruh, it sounds like to me she popped her balloon for the same reason she popped her balloon, for the same reason she popped her balloon, for the same reason she popped her balloon. Now let's rewind a little bit. Another deal breaker for him was a female with a bad weave. Now, I don't know if y'all ever met a female with a bad weave, But there be some bad weave having ass bitches, man. I'm just gonna be honest with you. And I ain't gonna sit here and act like I don't date females that wear wigs and weaves and shit like that, cause them low key my favorite type of women. Honestly, I love me a hood bitch. I love me a ratchet bitch. I love me a bitch that, you know what I'm saying, get the nails, and I like that kind of stuff. Like that's what I grew up around. You feel me? So I'm attracted to that. You feel me? Luckily though, my wife don't do none of that shit, cause I'm also attracted to natural. But let's not get on my wife or nothing, cause she's just too amazing. Anyways, right? So these things are not necessarily deal breakers for him. It's just if you're gonna do it, like do that shit with a little bit of swagger. Like don't have a bad weave. If you go have a weave, have a good weave. That's all he's saying. Like he not saying don't have a hair weave at all. He's just saying don't have a bad one. Bad to you might not be bad to her. Meaning he's saying that in particular, I would rather my woman not have a bad weave. That's it. He ain't even like over exaggerated or nothing. He wasn't even really disrespectful or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Pop, right? Tell me why the female that popped her balloon ain't even have a fucking hair weave to begin with. This bitch had dreads. Did y'all hear me correctly? He said he don't like bitches with bad hair weaves. The one that popped her balloon ain't even got weave. This bitch got dreads. Dreads, bro. So right there, I'm like, she gotta be like old feminist ass bitch. Like, you know these feminist ass females, bro. They get mad about everything. Like feminists, they feel like they can't be judged. They feel like nobody can say nothing about them. Like, who the fuck is you? Because first of all, if I'm here to try to choose a female that I want to be with, I'm gonna have to pick according to what I want or what I don't fucking want. And if I don't want a bitch with a bad hair weave, I just don't want a bitch with a bad hair weave. For you not to have a fucking weave at all and to have dreads, and for you to feel hit by that shit just lets me know what type of female you is, first and foremost. And then it's crazy because even then he ain't even had nothing bad to say about her. Low key, he was like, well, she did pop a balloon on me or whatever, but he's like, the only reason I don't like her is because she popped a balloon. Like, why am I like somebody that don't like me? He said, I like what like me, basically. So in other words, but then he was like, but nah, but on the real though, you is fine. You know what I'm saying? Like he kept it real. He's a jokester type of person. So he was like, at the end of the day, you is fine or whatever. He was like, but you ain't even got a weave, baby. You got dreads. Like, why did that bother you so much? Well, I just don't like how you just talk about women and women should be able to do stuff without being like, man, fuck out of here. I would have just walked off on that hoe at that point. She was fine as fuck though. That's the crazy thing. The bitch was fine, bro. But it was just your attitude. Like, why is you worrying about some shit that don't even concern you? You don't even have a bad weave, bitch. And you mad because I said something about a motherfucker with a bad weave? Boom. Right then and there. She was the first person to pop her balloon. After she popped her shit, everybody else find an excuse to pop their shit. And the excuse was that skydiving shit. Bro, I'm not even finna fucking go skydiving. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it. Like, the fuck I'm gonna put my life at risk jumping out of a fucking plane. Man, you crazy as hell. That's already a risk walking around. I'm already at risk walking in the yard. Like, fuck I'm gonna jump out of an airplane for. That's all he was saying. Move on, move on. And literally, every bitch that popped their balloon, it was about the skydiving shit or the bad weave shit. So you get to the last girl that kept her balloon for as long as she could. And she really ain't even have to pop her shit, bro. But let me tell you why this bitch popped her balloon, right? After holding on to her balloon basically the whole time, her reason for popping it was she said that man was too sassy. I said, what the fuck? And her reason for him being too sassy was because basically he didn't want to jump out no motherfucking airplane. Like ultimately, that's really what it was, bro. Like he stood on fucking business. So standing on business, guys, to some women, standing on business is sassy. If standing on business is sassy, then I'm a sassy motherfucking nigga then, cause I'm standing on business. If I say I ain't finna do some shit, I just ain't finna fucking do it, bro. I don't give a fuck how you feel about it. I don't give a fuck how it makes you feel on the inside, outside, none of that shit. If I say I ain't finna jump out no fucking plane, I ain't jumping out no motherfucking plane, bro. And that literally was the whole fucking situation and issue and argument the whole entire time. And the last girl that popped her shit, bro, I honestly could say that just seeing them interacting and shit, I think they would have hit it off very fucking well, bro. She low key fumbled the fucking bag, bro. Cause I know the nigga had something going for himself. He was a tax person. He do taxes. You feel me? If you know anybody that do taxes, they got that fucking bread, dog. A shit show. You know what I'm saying? So she fumbled the bag. She fumbled the bag following the fucking crowd. Bottom line, bitch just following the crowd. Lost a good one. She probably regret that shit right now. If she was to go back and look at the episode and everything, she probably regret it. Then the bitch that didn't have the bad hair weave was trying to clown dude. You over here talking about people with bad weaves and you ain't even in shape. Bitch, what me being in shape got to do with a bad weave, first of all. Second of all, I can get in shape. A bad weave gonna be a bad weave today, tomorrow, a week from now, a month from now, a year from now. That shit still gonna be a bad weave. I can get in shape. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, this is why bitches is single. Because for one, they follow the wrong crowd. Like if you gonna follow a crowd, bitch, follow the right crowd. Follow a crowd of women that's married. Follow Arlette, bitch. Figure out what Arlette did to get her husband. Cause at least the host of the show got a husband. Like, and that's another thing too I like about the show. Arlette, the host of the show, she has a husband. That right there made me more happy than anything because I would be pissed off if the bitch was single trying to have a show about finding love. That shit would not even make sense. But it makes sense because Arlette is married. Arlette is happily married. You feel me? So that right there alone is the reason why I watch the show. Because the host is married. Now you let me find out they got divorced, I'm not watching that shit no more. I'm dead ass serious. That's the only reason I watch that shit. There's so many other pot the balloons and found loves, but I do not watch them shits because it's a single bitch. No, bitch, you ain't even married. Like, how the fuck is you? Like, if you ain't married, you ain't qualified to host Pop the Balloon and Find Love. I don't give a fuck. If you're not in a good relationship, you're not even qualified. You feel me? So for her to be married, that's really why I watch the show, cause she gotta know something about love. She married, you feel me? And she happily married too. You feel me? And then her husband let her do her thing, you feel me, with the show and shit, whatever. But boom, that was that episode. Most of them bitches popped their balloon because he ain't want to skydive. One of them popped her balloon because she feel like he shouldn't have no say so about women. But at the end of the day, I came to the show to pick a woman, so I can't even have a say so about what I like. So I'm supposed to just be with any bitches. What this bitch was basically telling him is what I got from it. The shit don't make sense, bro. Like some of these hoes pop their balloon literally because the last bitch popped her balloon. Like, you ain't even have no real reason for popping your shit. You popped yours because she popped hers. What kind of shit is that, man? That shit's stupid. Like, dead ass fucking stupid. And that was just that episode. But throughout the series, you can see that each episode almost damn near the same in ways because you start to notice that some of these females is fucking followers, bro. Straight up fucking followers. Like, and that shit's sad, bro. Like, you literally could have found love, you stupid bitch, but instead you missed out on it because you popped your balloon because she popped her balloon. So in other words, what you telling me is y'all got the same type because y'all clearly got the same dislike. So maybe y'all got the same type. Maybe. Just fucking maybe. You know what I'm saying? But make it make sense, dog. One thing about dudes, guys don't follow the crowd. Cause that's why you know, that's how you know guys. I'm gonna tell you how you know guys don't follow the crowd. If guys follow the crowd, it'll be a bunch of bitches that wouldn't have a baby daddy or wouldn't have a man at all. Literally. Cause one thing about it, if a nigga tell another nigga, hey man, she a hoe, before this nigga assume that she a hoe, he go at least go try to find out. Now, some women, they got that find out mentality too. Like, I gotta go see. You know what I'm saying? But there's some women is fucking followers where it's like, I'm going with what she said. Make that shit make sense. How the fuck you just gonna ever find love, bitch, if you over here following what the next bitch doing? Make it make sense, dog. Make it make sense. And they only bitches because they act like stupid bitches. If they was women, Arlette is a woman. You feel me? Arlette is a woman. You feel me? My girl is a woman. My mama is a woman. But these bitches on this show that she be bringing on there, them hoes dumb. Dumb as fuck. Following ass bitches, man. That shit crazy to me, man. That was just one episode. It was another episode. The dude was a fucking doctor. Nice guy. Like I always say, I ain't gay, but the nigga wasn't ugly. He was a handsome young man. You dig what I'm saying? Pretty sure had it been a different show, different situation, he's probably pulling all these bitches, right? One female had the audacity to say, I want something a little more street. That's what the fuck these hoes' problems is anyways right now. They always want to be with some street shit. Some shit they can't handle. Some shit that they not even emotionally ready for. What is you crying for, bro? If you come outside, you not getting in that fucking pool. Right. So you ain't coming outside right now. It's too early for that shit. It ain't even 10 o'clock. You'll go outside at 12 when it's hot and you can go get in that damn pool. All right. It don't matter, bro. What you want to do? So, yeah, bro. My daughter learning every day what how a dude act when a dude get aggravated and all that. Because as much as she get on my goddamn nerves, come here. You ain't gotta be nice to try to go outside. You going outside later. You're not going outside right now. So you could be as nice as you want to, but right now you're not going outside. You going outside later. Look, you see that? When that say 1200, you can go outside. Okay? Okay. You don't gotta cry. I'm gonna take you outside. You know I'm gonna take you outside. It's too early right now. We is gonna go out there in a minute. Matter of fact, you go out there with me anyways. To water the plants, but you not finna go out there and get in the pool right now. Okay? So just behave for right now. Okay? So what you wanna do? You want your tab? Alright, sit down and I'm gonna get it. You did the first 2 hours with no tab. And that's how we gonna do it every morning. I'm about to get it. Talk to them real quick, okay? She said hi. Here go your tablet. So yeah, today I had her wait a little while before getting her tablet. Usually she get on that bitch as soon as she wake up. Today I had her ass wait a little while. But yeah, bro. Pop the balloon and find love. That shit done taught me so much about how dumb some females is for real. Like, just fucking stupid, bro. Literally. Missing out on love because you want to follow the fucking crowd. You stupid bitch. Like, trying to force somebody to like some shit that they don't like. Make that shit make sense. And then, honestly, this episode ain't even the episode I'm talking about. In this episode, you had a rare occasion, right? In this episode, the rare occasion was this. In this episode, you had a young 25-year-old tenderoni. Call her as a tenderoni. We had a nice tenderoni, right? She was 25, 25. um, and she knew what she wanted. One of them crying, huh? One of them crying. Oh, you gotta use the bathroom. Um, she was 25. She ended up being with the light skinned guy right there with the chain. But I can honestly say this girl right here, for her to be 25, she actually came on there with a lot of sense, a lot of like grown woman energy. You dig what I'm saying? Like she did not sound like the typical 25-year-old. She didn't sound like a stupid bitch. She literally sounded like a woman, bro. She knew what she wanted. She knew what she didn't want. And she was very much like serious about it. Like, you know how like a female will be like they want this, but in reality they really want that. No, this is what she wanted, and this is what she presented as what she wanted. So she said she didn't want nobody that was narcissistic or anything like that, and she definitely did not choose the narcissistic person, because it was one person that was very narcissistic. She asked them questions like, "Who are your role models?" One guy said God. Now, right there already, that's a contradiction. Not saying that, you know, I don't think God a bad role model, but I mean, in what ways are in what ways is God a role model to you, basically? Because at the end of the day, God is God. God is perfect. You dig what I'm saying? So I know you're not trying to say you perfect, because now you just tripping. So when asked basically what did he mean by God as his role model, his answer came out very narcissistic, very like he had like a god complex, meaning, you don't want to ever be with nobody that just feel like they God, or just feel like somebody should treat them like they God or some shit like that, because it's just gonna be problems basically. And she picked up on that shit quick as hell. She was like, "Oh no, I'm not dealing with you. You say God's your role model, but you couldn't even give me a good explanation." If I was to tell somebody that God was my role model, the only thing I would be able to say is this. When I say God is my role model, he's my role model because I inspire to love. I inspire to love people. And that's something that's really my main thing when I say he's my role model in that aspect, the loving aspect. I want to learn how to love like that. You know what I'm saying? I wanna learn how to love unconditional. I want to love in a way that is unconditional. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to just love a person because of things or shit like that. I want to love you for you. I want to love you. I want to love type shit. That's the only good explanation to saying that God is your role model, in my opinion. But he really ain't had no good explanation, bro. And she wasn't going for that shit. She also asked questions like, well, how do you deal with your emotions? The guy that she ended up picking had probably the best answer when it came to that shit, bro. And his answer basically was like, the way I am emotionally is just trying to grow better with my emotions, meaning having better control over them instead of getting mad and lashing out. Maybe sitting down in a quiet room and gathering my thoughts, and that's something that I'm working on right now. Cause my bro, I'm ruthless. Now I'm gonna let y'all know this. I say bitch a lot, but it's only when I'm talking about stupid bitches or just bitches in general. When it comes to my mama, my women, the women around me, you ain't gonna ever hear me call them a bitch because they not bitches. But if a bitch gonna be a bitch, that's when I'm gonna treat a bitch like. I'm like that. I don't give a fuck. I'm treat your ass how you. I'm gonna treat you fucking accordingly. If you're a hoe, I'm gonna treat you like a hoe. If you're a woman, I'm gonna treat you like a woman. If you're a respectable person, I'm gonna treat you like a respectable person. But if you a fucking bitch, I'm gonna treat you like a bitch. And that's that. So he ain't really had no good he ain't really had no good explanation for that God shit that he was talking about. Like, you just sound like a nigga that want to be treated like God. Nigga, that's not happening, right? So, boom. Once that was established, it got into, you know, she was basically asking them how they deal with their emotions. And he was like, you know, he deal with his emotions by dealing with what's within. Like, basically, like, I got to fix me. Meaning, if I work on myself, my emotions will be getting worked on in the process. And that's the truth, bro. Emotions have a lot to do with self. You know what I'm saying? Like, and on the average, a person should never be mad more than 7 minutes. Really 7 seconds, in my opinion, because it's a choice, man. Like, it's times where I be aggravated. It's times where I be pissed off for real. And I have to literally, like, talking to yourself helps. Just say, hey, bro, what wrong with you? Like, I have to do that sometimes. Because sometimes I be fucking losing. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you tripping. And you really be tripping for real. A lot of people can't sit and stop and do that shit. And I ain't gonna sit here and act like it's the easiest thing in the world. That's something that I had to teach myself how to do. Cause I ain't got, like, I got men in my life, but no man in my life has ever sat down and really like taught me nothing for real. Like, as far as like how to deal with my emotions or how to deal with women or just how to deal with women's emotions and shit. Like, none of this shit ain't never been taught to me. So it's like I'm honestly like surprised that I even got a good girl that I got. But then I'm not surprised too, because one thing about me, I know when enough is enough. Meaning, like, for instance, if I know I'm the fucking problem, then I gotta fix that problem, bro. Like, if you know you the problem, you gotta fix that shit. Only you can. There's no reason to be the problem and continue to be the problem when you know that it's a simple fix. And sometimes that simple fix got everything to do with you just sitting down and thinking, or not even thinking, but saying to yourself, nigga, you tripping. Get that shit together. If niggas or men took the time to just stop and say, hey, bro, you tripping, a lot of shit will be different. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, that shit take practice. That's not something that's gonna happen overnight, bro. It took me years to get to this point for real. You know what I'm saying? Now, what helps with that, what helps with, you know, getting better with your emotions is just having people around that can understand that you're trying, but you got to do more than try though, especially if you got people that's gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. You got to get to a point where you like, hey, my emotions, my actions, and the way I'm acting, it's hurting these people. And these people that I'm hurting, they love me. Because if they didn't love me, they wouldn't let me hurt them. They wouldn't let me hurt them the way I'm hurting them. And that's what you gotta understand, bro. When people love you, they will allow you to hurt them sometimes. But don't overdo it. Don't hurt them so much to the point where they don't allow you to hurt them no more. Meaning they're done with your ass. It gets to a breaking point. Everybody got a breaking point, bro. So if you know that you hurting your people by the way that you been, at some point you gotta take a step back and check yourself. Like, hey, nigga, you hurting the wrong people. You hurting the people that's actually there for you. Cause like I said, the people that's there for you, they only gonna allow you to beat on them as far as like mentally, physically, and emotionally for so long. Or hopefully you ain't beating nobody physically though. But what I'm saying though is they'll take a lot of shit from you before they just say, all right, the hell with your ass. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to get it to the point where they just done with you, bro. Like, you gotta see, you gotta see the bullshit you doing before it get too far. And most people see their own bullshit. Most people know when they fucking up. Most people know when they doing something dumb, bro. It's that pride and that ego that just make you continue to do the stupid shit. Like, first of all, get over yourself. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck over yourself. Cause that's what it be having a lot to do with. Motherfuckers be full of themselves sometimes. And being full of yourself, that shit ain't good. I'm telling you, that shit is not good. Like, the reason why I brag about my wife so much is because she is one hell of a woman. To come from the family background that she come from, bro, like, you would not expect for her to be the woman that she is, bro. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of women like my woman out there, bro. You feel me? That they didn't necessarily grow up in that perfect household, but they are trying to be the opposite of what they saw growing up. And to me, ain't nothing more ain't nothing more respectable than that, bruh. To know that you ain't even never have a good example, but you still want to work to be the good example. That's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm learning from Pop the Balloon and Find Love, a lot of people got family traumas and shit they be dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Some of these females, some of their responses when they pop their balloon, it be trauma responses to some of this shit. Like, it's just because you could look at how quick they doing. It's like, damn, she did that shit quick as hell. Like, that's trauma, bruh. You traumatized by some shit because there's no way that what was said should have made you react the way you reacted. Like, and then some women, they don't know no better. Quite honestly, some men don't know no better. I was one of those men that didn't know no better. But like I said, it took me a while to realize that the way I was being and shit just wasn't it, bro. Like, at some point you gotta realize, like, okay, bro, this shit ain't it. Like, and I ain't blaming myself for all my failed relationships. I only had 3 failed relationships. I only been in 4 relationships. I'm in the 4th relationship right now. And this is gonna be the last relationship, meaning I'm with her till I die. Period. I'm not fucking this up. There's no way I can fuck this up. Because me fucking up the relationship I'm in right now is like basically saying that I don't give a fuck about nothing in life at this point. Because we got 3 kids, first of all. And then second of all, I ain't fucking perfect. So who the fuck am I to just try to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not perfect, bro. You feel me? And I think that's what people like really get it misconstrued. Some people really think they perfect for real in certain ways, bro. You know, you got perfectionists out there in life. But it's crazy because some of the people that think that they so perfect be the ones that be in the most fucked up situations a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? But I never walked around this bitch like I was perfect. I always walk around like I'm still trying to be better. Every day I'm trying to be better. You know what I'm saying? Like, the goal is perfection, but nobody is gonna reach that. You know what I'm saying? But y'all need to check out these Pop the Balloon shows or whatever, because they very interesting, bro. They very interesting. I I I just I be finding it funny that sometimes, like, when you watch the show, you could kind of tell, like, just looking at the contestants, you like, yeah, they full of themselves. And it's like the women that typically be full of themselves, them be the ones that when the show over with, they still standing up there. Because they just too good for everybody that was there. They just too good for them, bro. Like, that be the fucked up part about it. Like, you not perfect, my baby. You really need to take a step back, because a couple of them men that came up there, they look better than you. Some of these females go off of looks too. I done seen one episode where a female literally had the audacity to basically say the dude wasn't attractive enough. I looked at the bitch, I looked at the nigga, I'm thinking to myself, shit, he look better than you. And that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, it be a lot when it come down to these episodes. But y'all need to start checking them shits out, bro. Like I said, I love love. So whenever somebody actually is a match, that shit be the best thing ever to see. When they finally find matches. And don't get me wrong, it be a lot of matches. But it be a lot of like people just walking off with nobody. And that shit be sad, bro. Like, for a woman to come on that show and not leave with a man is sad to me, because I hate to say it, men will kind of go for anything, low key. Like, we low key be desperate for real sometimes about that shit. But the fact that a man to leave that show with no woman, or a woman to leave that show with no man, that shit be funny to me, bro. Like, how the fuck did y'all leave with nothing? That shit be crazy. Now, what I would say is this. I think Arlette should spice it up a little bit, man. You need to have a poly episode. You need to have a polygamous episode, or somebody need to start a polygamous balloon pop show or something. Because I would love to see what it's like to, see poly couples looking for a match. That should be very interesting. Because it'd be a lot of females, it's like, oh, y'all got so much in common. Why y'all don't just share a fucking man then? You know what I'm saying? Just share the nigga. Like, it's not hard to do. You feel me? Like, just share him. Y'all got all this in common. Y'all might as well share him. He's y'all's. You feel me? I don't know, man. What y'all think about the balloon pop shit? I know y'all be watching it. I don't know, man. But anyways, that's all I gotta say about that. I just feel like women gonna forever be single because they too picky. Not only is they too picky, they don't know how to pick. They really don't. Some of them don't know how to pick a man because they don't even know what they don't even got that real ideal of what a man is for real. A lot of them grew up without their daddy. The ones that I feel like have it the hardest be the women that only grew up with their mom. Because if your mama's single right now, then you really ain't got no idea. Now, if you grew up with your mama, but your mama found another man, then you might have hope. Because maybe it just ain't work out with your daddy. You feel me? And that'd be the case sometimes. Like with my mama. It just ain't work out with my daddy. She with my brother daddy though. Is the relationship the best in the world? Hell nah. But clearly it's something that she rather deal with than dealing with what the fuck my daddy had going on. That's what I can say. But yeah, man. Tap in. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment, click links in the description, show some love. And I'll be back later on with more episodes.